Hey guys, good afternoon. It is still Tuesday, November 13th. Wanted to take this minute to bring you up to date on what happened with crude oil today. We had a huge drop. I'm showing you the weekly chart just to get you familiar with my new volatility indicator for NinjaTrader 8. If you haven't seen it, I'm sort of going to be focusing on this indicator for the next year or so. But these levels are what attracts price. So if I can draw straight, let me redraw that. As you can see, this was your upper level that price kept coming back to, 83.88. And now we're coming down one level below the LRT main line, the midband, the median, mean, 55.26. So we're just one band below the medium, and we were up one, two, three bands above it. So as far as price discovery, that would bring you down to 41.46 to the downside, but I don't think it's going to get that low. If you go back and bring her back, I think it'll first go. Oh, I'm sorry, my lines. We're already at the first level. The second level would be the next drop, and that's where the most of the trading occurred, right? So you just draw your line backward. So it's going to be the second level that will probably contain price, 48.53. So if you go two levels up and two levels down, that's why I came up with my 48.50 to 76.80 range, medium term for crude oil. And that's a pretty good range. I mean, nothing to be panicked about. It would certainly support price for all the players, right? I think everybody could be happy in that range as long as they see it. 48.50 to 76.80, something like that. 83.88 to the upside. We've already hit it a bunch of times, so that would be the outer limit. But so let's take this down, just walk it down to the daily. And you can see that we're at the bottom of this range now, 54.28. Another buck down would be about all it would get before it's going to start rolling back in. This is way overextended. So I think it'll probably start bouncing back up level to level. And so we just want to keep your eye, of course, like you do on your day trading. And you see you've already gotten a spike here. You've already gotten your hammer on the 60-minute, kicking this back up. So great trading opportunities. There was just a huge market price sell-off, and people are saying that this was the market doing this, just price discovery as people are getting out of the crude complex. I don't think so. I think this was just plain algos trading. And what I like about my volatility levels so much is you can clearly see when they engage in the market, because it's just like the weekly, right? You got above the skis a couple of times, but those are clearly your sell points, right? Sell there, and sell on the down bar cross below as it comes back in. So these volatility bars are wonderful. You can set it up to execute on the level, but I would recommend that you just wait and get a down bar at the level to have something to use to gauge your benchmark and have a target to trade to. Usually one below, like we are here. Might get a little bit over the skis, and then we just took off. This is just the overextension. So we broke the pattern, and the market's just, this is algos, and this was algos on hyperdrive, but as also people just calling the brokers and saying, let me get out. That's what that looks like. So we're going to get a V bottom here, most likely. Mark my words. So we'll get the V bottom back up, and then we can continue with our price discovery, and as it goes, works its way back down in that wedge. So pretty exciting though, pretty cool sell-off. Here it is on a 5-minute if you want to see the intraday moves. And started out selling our levels, right? That was the big trade today at 7:30 this morning. And you just wait for, here's your linear regression mean. There's a trade. People were trying to get back in here. Standard 1-2 crude. And then here's your main level here that it pulls back to. So you always go to those levels. Pulls back to the one before the means. Try to sell that, wait for your red bar, and then sell it. Another way to trade this is to trade the slope of the fast line. And now we're going back up. So be careful for the pullback. So just pay attention to the direction of the slope of your fast line and look out for those levels, especially on the higher time frames, your 60-minute, maybe your 30-minute, 15-minute charts, and try to attack those volatility levels, because that's what the that's how you trade volatility. It's pattern recognition for the same distances above and below the main linear regression line. And it went to the 2. So it went from the 2 to the 2. Do you see that? 2 up, and it went 2 down, and then bounced. And then it all hell broke loose. It was really a big panic sell. And that's, definitely what happened is everybody just started calling their broker after lunch and said, get me out. And that's what that was. It was just a big get me out. So tomorrow we'll get the V and bring it back up. And my guess is tomorrow we'll get the V. It's kind of, you got the hammer right there leading you into it. So just keep your eye out, and wait for price to get back to your volatility levels, and then wait for an opportunity to get back in at that level. And if you can, wait for the fast band to get back in your direction that you want to trade, is the best thing to do. And that way you're trading with momentum. We don't have to trade tops and bottoms. We don't have to be Tommy top tick every time. Sometimes it's better to wait for the magic to start showing itself, and then you can get in that direction. All right, guys, hope y'all enjoyed it. And Patrick, good job this morning. Patrick said he had a great couple of days putting things together. So very good. Appreciate it. We'll see you in the trade room. Come pick up the indicator and keep your eye out. Going to have a webinar with NinjaTrader on December 20th, and we'll go into this indicator in much more detail, as well as the Bloodhound templates. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good night.